Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So today it went down. I had a lovely subscriber tell me that this was going to be going down, sometime this week. I had another friend tell me that it was going down this week. So I knew it was going down. And it happened. So Chanel tells everyone that, Lonnie is Paulina's daughter. So she's just going off. Now, Paulina, this woman, I feel like she's rising her way to the top to become the queen of delusion. Because she's like, what is she talking about? You're lying. You're making stuff up. Come on, Abe. Let's still get married. And Abe is like, no, I want to hear this. And they both ask, where did you get this information from? She looks at Marlena, and she knows that Marlena is like, yo, I told you I can't tell you this because, well, if she finds out, I can be fired. So, Chanel's like, nah, it doesn't matter where it came from. The point is, it's the truth. Now, Paulina, she stands there and she starts acting all serious like, no, my daughter is lying. My only daughter is lying. And I'm like, I was like, wait, what? So for a good second, you almost feel like Paulina's going to get away with this. Like, people aren't going to believe her. The thing is, here's the thing. Even if they didn't totally believe Chanel, they couldn't deny an accusation like that. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't just go on with the wedding and act like she didn't just say what she said, but Olivia backed her up. Olivia was like, no, she's not going to sit there and just be coming up there making a fool out of herself when she's telling the truth. So Olivia backed her up. And after some prodding, Paulina's like, yeah, and she admits to it. But then, still being as delusional as she is like, well, we can deal with this as a family. And we just gotta sit there and tell, Marlena that we're still getting married, and we'll deal with this as a family. I was just like, yo, is this chick serious? Did you really just say that we're just gonna just move past that you completely lied to these people for years and we'll just get married and move on as a family? What in the... Just stood there like, yo, this chick is serious. She is dead serious. She's not joking. This isn't one of those things where she's joking. She's being dead serious. So, Abe is like, what makes you think we're actually going to get married now? Like, on what planet do you think that this should still be a thing? So, after a while, Abe leaves. Lonnie is in tears. She can't even believe it. She's still just in disbelief. She was in disbelief when Chanel said it. She was like, no, what are you talking about? This isn't true. That's not true. How could this be? Her whole world at this point is just being turned upside down. So now she's in tears. Chanel's in tears. It's just one big mess. And of course, possessed Marlena is just smiling ear to ear. Chaos and all that good stuff. So Abe leaves. Paulina's like, wait, don't leave. I love you. I was like, alright, you're just... There's a saying that, when you see somebody that's just acting a little bit different or whatever, it's like they move different than us. They move a little bit different than everyone else. That's how Paulina is. Paulina just moves differently than everyone else. So she leaves. Dio is pissed. Because Dio, he's like, yo, did you really have to sit there and do this, like, right here now? And Chanel's all like, well, the truth had to come out. It was going to come out sooner or later. Theo was just like, yo, listen, you did this for yourself. Okay? I always knew that you were selfish and you acted like a brat, but you made this about you. That was the bottom line. You want to get back at Paulina. So you made this whole thing about you. You embarrassed pretty much my dad and made a spectacle out of his so-called wedding day. And it wasn't anything that Chanel just stood there and just looked at like the idiot that she is. Because let's be honest, I understand that she was mad, and I understand that she had to sit there and tell the truth. But there's a time and a place for that. And for a woman that is in her mid-20s, you would sit there and think that maybe not do this. If she was 16 or 14, cool. You know, she acted out like that and she did something like that. This girl's a grown-ass woman and she still acts like a damn kid. So Theo continues to tear into her. Marlena stops and Marlena's like, everyone needs to sit there and just go home. I don't know. This is when, Olivia's like, yo, listen, you don't need to sit there and speak for me. Just kind of shove me away like I'm some old fragile woman or whatever. It's like she had problems with it. And, honestly, to tell you the truth, here's the thing. In the beginning, she was giving shade to Marlena. And when she said her sexist comment, because let's be honest, that's what it was, about, back in my day, only men were preachers. Okay, is there a point to that? Because we're in 2021, so is there a point to that or something? But then when she looked at her, and she knew that there's something wasn't right with Marlena. Hell, even when it got back and Chanel was like, did I do the right thing? And Olivia was like, did you did the right thing. You told the truth or whatever. You did what was in your heart. You did what you felt needed to be done. But then she was like, I have a feeling that you were pretty much kind of like propped up to do that. You were set up to do that. Somebody kind of goaded you into doing that. And she pointed to Marlena and said something like, it was some sort of line about the devil or whatever. Let's be honest, and that's what it really came down to, even her whole comment. Because let's be honest, let's be honest, she didn't actually give shade towards a lot of other people in the room. Yeah, she gave Abe shade like she usually does. But when it came towards Kate and Roman, she didn't give them shade. She didn't give Theo shade. But she gave Marlena shade. And that's because she knew, she just felt in her body and her bones that there was just something off about Marlena. And that's why she looked at her the way she did when she was leaving the church. So Paulina finally tracks down Abe, tells her the whole story about the bad man that's her real father. My question is this man still alive? Is he still alive? Because I'm wondering if he's actually going to come to Salem. But that's the same thing with Charlie's father. Is he still alive? Is he going to come back to Salem? They have this little spoilers for Days. And one of the clips of one of the thumbnails was Charlie's dad coming to Salem for revenge. And I'm still wondering in the back of my head, is that going to happen? But then again, it's like Smith is saying, are they ever going to sit there and resolve the whole Hope thing? Yeah. So, who knows at this point? Who really knows? But yeah, she does sit there and tell Abe about the bad man. That was that's Lonnie's father, whatever, that may or may not be dead. And the reasons of why she did what she did. The thing is, with Abe is like, alright, it's too little too late. It's great that you told me now, but what was this for? Whose benefit was it for? Was it for, was it for Lonnie's benefit? Was it for mine or yours? Who is benefiting from this whole thing at this point now? He's pissed off, and so he walks off, and he's like, "I want no parts of you." Towards the end, he goes up to Roman, and he just needs somebody to sit there and talk to. On Instagram, they got this thing called Days of Our Lives Classics, and they have like this whole little split screen top and bottom of Abe when he was really young and had like the afro and the huge mustache, hugging Roman. And then the picture today, the video today of him hugging him. So I thought that was pretty cool. Kate and Roman seeing like they're progressing in their relationship. That's pretty much about it. They came back to his bar. They had some food and flirted some more and talked about their future or whatever. Many more dates, as Kate put it. Now after after the whole church thing, Theo went to Lonnie's place, or their place, to sit there and tell Lonnie that, yo, listen, no matter what the DNA said, like, we're brothers, we're siblings. That's not going to change whether it's blood or not. But Lonnie was with Eli earlier, just comforting her and just trying to reassure that their relationship isn't going to change. And he did ask in the beginning, like, did you ever get a DNA test to prove that was your dad? And she was like, no. Tamara pretty much just said that was my dad, and I just took it on faith. I took it on her word, and pretty much she said she took it on the fact that she missed out on a lot on having a dad growing up. So between Tamara saying that it's true, and her her whole wanting it to be true, or her whole wanting to have a dad, she never questioned it. So after that, she confronts Paulina, once again, like, practically, like, why you did it. Like, because Paulina's just sitting there crying and stuff like that. And Lonnie walks up like, alright, let's talk. Now, again, this, honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie, this reminds me of what Kate said, Price Town, because Kate was like, yo, listen, I didn't trust that chick from the start. And this is sort of the same thing, like her delusional thinking that, she has this big secret, or she's doing stuff behind people's back, but she's interacting with them on a daily basis. And she's just hoping that things don't come out. Like, how does that work? And that's my whole thing. You would sit there and think after Price Town that she either would have left, or she would have sat there and just said the truth right then and there. Listen, by the way, I know I messed up, but I got a bigger bombshell for you. And just said what she needed to say. And, let the truth, let the truth be known. But just like Price Town, she walked among those people and acted like everything was cool. And acting like she was never, like that was never going to sit there and be brought up. Which it did, just like Price Town. I feel like maybe the difference between Price Town and this whole thing is that Marlena was possessed by the devil. And being possessed, told Chanel everything. And maybe if Marlena wasn't possessed, maybe it wouldn't have got out. Or maybe they would have probably found some sort of other creative way of putting out. The point is, she didn't learn from her last mess up. And so I don't feel bad for her sitting there crying and everything like that, because this woman is delusional as hell. I don't understand how your secret just gets blown out, blown up in the church with everyone there, and you're just sitting there thinking, we're still going to get married. And then sits there and tries to talk to him after, and then tries to explain why she did what she did, as though he's going to be like, well, I'm pretty hurt about me not actually having a daughter like I thought I did all those years, but you told me the truth, so maybe you can sit there and catch Marlena. Like, no, but that's how her brain is wired. So it's just one of those things where it's like, like watching it, honestly, to tell you the truth, I felt like I needed a snack. I should have got some damn not Cheetos. Yeah, Cheetos. I should have got some Cheetos or cheese puffs. I think it's Cheetos. But I should have got that because I mean I knew I would have messed up, you know, my notes and everything like that as far as my pad is concerned. But it would have been worth it because it was pretty much an entire show. I'm not going to sit there and say the curse word, but it starts with S and ends with show. Because that's pretty much what it was. Let me just double check something. I think that's about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe, and let me know what your let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video.